And welcome back to The Factor Uncensored. Finally tonight on The Factor, an eye-opening conversation about your heart. A woman in Grand Prairie, Texas is using a bus to screen people's hearts around the country. She was inspired to do so after suffering not just one heart attack and not even just two.
3 heart attacks, man.
Wow.
To this day, I think I'm still in shock every time I say it because you definitely couldn't have told me that this would be my story. But yeah, 3 heart attacks. 2013, my signs showed up and my left arm went numb and my neck was bothering me. But you know, we go, such as life, we're like, oh, my left arm's bothering me all of a sudden, or my neck. So we started to just self-diagnose, me and my husband. I was like, I must have tweaked it at the gym. He was like, nah, maybe you just sleep on that left side too much. So that was the diagnosis from us, that I slept on that left side too much and I needed to flip over. So it started in 2013.
And then when you had a second and a third, what did you think?
So I didn't have a second and a third then. That was just my symptoms. 5 months later, I had a heart attack April 10th, April 11th, and April 12th of 2014.
Wow.
Yeah.
So you are basically lucky to be here with us today.
Very lucky. Lucky is an understatement, to be honest with you.
You're blessed to be here with us today.
Very blessed. That third heart attack, I had end up having a massive heart attack known as the Widowmaker with 99% blockage in my left artery. The other 2 heart attacks were undiagnosed because I was sent home.
Wow. So you and your husband decided to do outreach to help others in the community. Tell me about that.
So me and my husband, we started as Rock Your Heart back in 2017, but the name wasn't catchy and it wasn't doing what we needed it to do. So I was like, let's just put it down. Lord, we need direction because we know what we need to do. We know the gap that's there. And so we put it down because it wasn't doing what we needed it to do. We were still getting the inboxes saying so-and-so just died from a heart attack, or so-and-so is in the hospital and they've been turned around. And I'm like, oh my God, I'm not doing enough. We're not doing enough to save our people. And so in 2018, unfortunately, that answer came when my brother-in-law, Stephen Jordan Sr., may he rest in peace, dropped dead in front of my niece and nephew at the age of 38 from a hypertensive heart attack.
Wow, 38 years old. And you're very young, you know?
Yeah.
It makes no sense. But it shows you how we have to be aware of the symptoms that are out there and the causes. What are some of the biggest causes that you preach to the African-American community specifically?
One of the biggest causes that I preach is know your numbers and watch what you're putting into your body. We have such a big relationship with food that now is the time. It's kind of forcing us to reshape our minds and how we think about food and our relationship with it, because actually it's killing us, along with stress and a couple other things that we have to deal with on a day-to-day basis.
And you decided to come up with the van. Tell us about the van and how it works.
So we know that one of the statistics say that Black women don't think that heart disease can happen to them. But we're like, yes, it can, because we know that it can, because it happened to me at 40 years old. I'm very slender. And so I was like, okay, how do we get out here and let people know that it can happen to you? And what we've been seeing on the TV of the older white gentleman with the pop belly clenching his chest is not heart disease for our community. I'm heart disease. And so we created the bus, and it goes all over, hopefully all over Texas soon. But the bus allows us to screen in different zip codes that look like us and hardest hit from cardiovascular disease. But we go anywhere, from the family reunion to the birthday party to the corporate event. Wherever our people are is where we want to be. We offer telehealth, we offer mental health. All of that happens on our unit.
And how receptive has the community been with this?
Oh my God. I remember a time when nobody was talking about Black Heart. This year has been so amazing. The bus is on the road. People can book it, and they have been. We're booked all the way into April. Barbershops have booked, beauty shops, churches. So we're out there, and they are really they want to know. And what better way than to come to your front door and give you the information?
Absolutely. For those who are looking to get more information about your organization and maybe even book the van, where can they go to get that information, Tara?
Visit us on www.blackheartassociation.org. Again, that's www.blackheartassociation.org.
And we want to thank you for dropping in on The Factor Uncensored and for now what you do for the community. We thank you, ma'am.
No, thank you for having me, and I hope to see you on the bus soon.